Imagine standing before the most powerful ruler in the entire Muslim world, a ruler who controlled your freedom, your future, and even your very life. Your escape depended on speaking only a single sentence. Most people would surrender without thinking twice under unbearable pressure, but one man refused to surrender no matter the cost. He chose chains instead of comfort, and truth instead of fear. His courage would inspire generations, long after powerful rulers had disappeared forever. His name still echoes across the Muslim world after more than 1,000 years. His name was Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahmatullah, the scholar who never compromised his faith. To understand his remarkable courage, we must return to where his extraordinary journey first began. The year was 780, during the golden age of the Abbasid Caliphate. Baghdad had become the greatest center of learning in the entire Islamic world. Scholars, scientists, poets, and philosophers gathered there in pursuit of knowledge. It was within this remarkable city that Ahmad ibn Hanbal was born. His family came from humble origins, but their faith was incredibly rich. His father passed away while Ahmad was still only a very young child. His devoted mother carried the responsibility of raising him completely alone. She filled his heart with faith, discipline, patience, and a love for knowledge. Before sunrise, she encouraged him to attend the circles of respected scholars. Even as a child, his extraordinary dedication clearly set him apart from everyone else. While other children played, Ahmad spent countless hours memorizing the Holy Quran. Every verse strengthened his heart long before it filled his remarkable memory. Soon he devoted himself to preserving the authentic sayings of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Knowledge for Ahmad was never a path toward wealth or fame. To him, every lesson was an act of sincere worship before Allah Almighty. His hunger for knowledge soon stretched far beyond the streets of Baghdad. He knew the greatest lessons often waited far beyond familiar horizons. With little money, he carried only determination, patience, and unwavering faith. Every difficult journey brought him one step closer to extraordinary greatness. He never imagined those journeys were preparing him for history's greatest trial. As Ahmad grew older, his thirst for knowledge became impossible to satisfy in Baghdad alone. He left home with little wealth, carrying only faith, patience, and unwavering determination. Weeks of walking across deserts became the price he gladly paid for authentic knowledge. Every difficult mile strengthened both his character and his extraordinary commitment to truth. His journey had only begun, yet history was already preparing an unforgettable destiny. His first destinations were the great cities where renowned scholars preserved authentic hadith. In Basra and Kufa, he listened carefully to every trustworthy narration he could find. He never accepted a report without verifying its source with remarkable precision. Every authentic narration became another priceless treasure preserved for future generations. His reputation quietly spread long before history would remember his greatest trial. In Basra, Ahmad learned from respected masters who carefully preserved the Prophet's sallallahu alaihi wasallam traditions. In Kufa, every lesson deepened his understanding of Islamic scholarship and authentic narration. His journey then brought him to Makkah, where knowledge and worship became inseparable. In Medina, he eagerly collected narrations connected to the Prophet's sallallahu alaihi wasallam blessed city. Even Yemen's distant roads could not discourage his relentless search for authentic knowledge. Among his greatest teachers was the brilliant scholar Imam Muhammad al-Shafi'i rahmatullah alayh. Ahmad listened with humility, carefully recording every lesson and every authentic narration. He learned that authentic evidence must always stand above personal opinion and political influence. Soon, scholars admired Ahmad for his honesty, precision, and unwavering integrity in every narration. Yet an even greater test was approaching, one no scholar could have imagined. Then a theological dispute began spreading through the highest circles of the Abbasid Empire. Some influential scholars claimed that the Quran was a created entity. What began as debate soon became official policy enforced by political authority. Scholars across the empire were ordered to publicly support the new doctrine. Many complied from fear, while others remained silent to protect themselves. But Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahmatullah alayh refused to change his belief for the sake of any ruler. Soon a royal order commanded him to appear before the Abbasid Caliph. When he refused, soldiers arrived and placed the respected scholar under arrest. His hands were bound with chains, yet his conviction remained completely unshaken. The long journey toward the caliph's court had finally begun. Before reaching the court, news arrived that Caliph al-Ma'mun had unexpectedly died. For a brief moment, many hoped his painful ordeal might finally come to an end. Instead, Caliph al-Mu'tasim ordered that the Inquisition should continue without delay. Imam Ahmad rahmatullah alayh was brought before judges, officials, and the most powerful men of the empire. Calmly Calmly, he asked for clear proof from the Quran and the authentic Sunnah. No clear evidence from the Quran or Sunnah was presented before the gathered court. Even then, Imam Ahmad refused to abandon what he sincerely believed was the truth. The caliph then ordered that the punishment should begin immediately. He endured repeated lashes with extraordinary patience, refusing to surrender his conviction. Despite unbearable suffering, his faith remained stronger than every blow he received. The punishment continued until his exhausted body could no longer remain standing. Witnesses feared he would not survive the terrible punishment he had endured. Even inside prison, his patience and trust in Allah never weakened. His unwavering courage quietly inspired countless believers throughout Baghdad. His chains restrained his body, but never the truth he continued to uphold. Years passed, but Imam Ahmad's rahmatullah alayhi unwavering faith remained stronger than every hardship he endured. Eventually, Caliph al-Mutawakkil brought the long and painful Inquisition to an end. The prison doors finally opened and Imam Ahmad walked out with quiet dignity. He returned to teaching, inspiring students through knowledge, patience, and remarkable character. His greatest victory was never political. It was preserving truth for future generations. His lifelong efforts produced the Musnad, one of Islam's greatest hadith collections. His teachings later became the foundation of the respected Hanbali school of Islamic law. Even in old age, he continued teaching with humility, patience, and unwavering sincerity. In 855, Baghdad mourned the passing of its beloved scholar. An enormous gathering filled Baghdad, honoring the scholar who never abandoned the truth. His courage continued inspiring scholars long after the empire itself had changed forever. His greatest strength was never power, but steadfast faith guided by authentic knowledge. Empires rise and fall, but sincere conviction can outlive every throne and kingdom. More than 11 centuries later, his legacy continues inspiring millions across the Muslim world. His chains disappeared with time, but his unwavering faith became immortal through history.